Sagittarius, the person on your mind this week, how do they feel? What are their intentions? What are their actions? This will not resonate with everyone. Take what does, leave the rest, switch the rules if you have to. If the shoe doesn't fit, if it's too confusing, if it makes no sense to you, it's just not your reading. So let's see, what are their feelings this week, Sagittarius? Am I picking up on? The moon. What are their intentions? The Page of Wands. What are their actions? The Ten of Swords. Just going to clarify a little bit. Tell me about the moon. Why is the moon here? We have the star. Some of you could be dealing with an Aquarius. Why is the Page of Wands here? High Priestess in reverse. And why is the Ten of Swords here? Six of Wands and the Five of Cups in, well, the Five of Cups. These are the five of Wands. Quan. Someone's name could be Quan or something about, I don't know. Anyways, the moon. This person is feelings, they're unclear, they're unsure of something here. There's some confusion. You may not be really hearing from them. It feels kind of like they're healing or they're focused on things that are either good for them or things that are going to help them heal. You may be talking to someone or dating someone who is a little bit more spiritually elevated. They may be focused on, the story could also talk about the spotlight. They could talk about someone who's trying to, a performer, or someone who is trying to make their name known in some way. I feel like as feelings, this person, it it just feels like they're kind of laying low. They're not really wanting you to know how they feel. They're trying to just, pour into their cup and kind of, I don't want to say elevate themselves, but just their focus right now, it is definitely themselves, and they are not in this energy where I feel like they want to expose themselves to you in some way. There's an element of being hidden with the intentions. I feel kind of weird with this reading because I feel like as I'm talking, it's like I have to watch what I say or how I'm wording things. And this doesn't really happen to me, which is making me pause a lot, or it's making me think, wait, what am I about to say? Or what am I about to like expose here? Or what am I about to show? It makes me feel like this person has to watch what they say to you. There's a certain something very delicate in how they speak to you. I don't know if you kind of go absolutely crazy, or you're kind of you're the type of person that will you misinterpret things, or maybe there's just something very delicate in the way this person has to speak to you, because like I said, I don't know how your reaction is, or if you guys can even, you guys understand each other. Maybe you guys, it's not about the language, it's about frequency. So that's also coming up, so I do have to say it. The intentions, I do feel like this is someone who would message you or would want to talk to you or communicate something. But at the same time, if they do, if this is someone who's flirting with you, who's communicating with you, it feels friendly, it feels flirtatious, but it also feels like they're not going with their intuition. Like there's something within this person that's telling them to like not really speak to you, or there's something about you that's making them feel like there's something off in the way. Like if I was this person and I was trying to communicate with you, I have a weird gut feeling. It feels like it doesn't feel right, or there's just something that I feel you guys aren't either connecting, or you guys aren't on a certain, like, maybe you guys don't have the same goals or the same objectives. Maybe you guys are just so different, and being different from another person isn't a bad thing. But if it's to the point where you guys can't really reach that middle point, or kind of try to understand each other, or just maybe you guys are just, it's just two very different personalities. Like I said, it doesn't have to be a bad thing, but I feel like if this person as intentions it is to communicate or be friendly with you or flirt with you in some way, it's like they're not trusting their intuition. They know they shouldn't be, or they know that um that's all it is. It's just like some messages, or it's just a talk on the phone, but nothing's really either coming out of it, or they're going against their intuition. I hope that makes sense. That's another thing. More emphasis on like having to over explain, over define. And that's a problem in this connection, because if you have to keep explaining yourself, or you have to it's almost like this is a very it ends up being a very exhausting connection. And this could also go as in, if this person says or does something or uses like a word that the other person, and I will say you, Sagittarius, you're not familiar with, or you never heard of, or something, this person, whatever they say, it triggers you. And this person gets very tired, or like this is something that I don't think they want to really deal with, or they don't want to put up with, or it's like I said, it's just a different frequency. Actions, I'm seeing an ending, I'm seeing a betrayal. It doesn't have to be a betrayal, but it feels like, some of you this could have ended already. I feel like this person, they feel bad about something, but at the same time they're trying to, they're leaving with their head held high, like they did everything that they could. But you know what, it is what it is. Could have, should have, would have. We can't really go back, and we can't really change things. Things already happened. Words were said. Whatever it is that you did, Sagittarius, whatever it is that they did, you can't change that. So I feel like this person, honestly, I have to say, they're trying to just move on, or at least they're trying to be civil with you. I mean, it doesn't have to be that deep. Some of you, this may have not even been a relationship. For some of you, yes, but not for everyone. It just feels like something here could have even been to the point where it didn't get off the ground, and this person, like, they respect you and they want to be civil with you, but this is an energy of, this is done. I learned what I had. I learned everything I needed to learn, and now I'm trying to move on. um I'm getting, for some of you, you could be dealing with someone who's really, they're focused on their career, their achievements, they're focused on just becoming like their best self. And I have to say how I feel it. I know this sounds brutal, but there may not, they don't have the space for you. Like, this is something that you can't go with them to the next level, to whatever it is that they're doing. That's what this feels like. Let's get your side, Sagittarius. Let's get your side of things. I flipped this, and I'm seeing the Seven of Swords and the Nine of Pentacles. You really have a lot of trust issues, Sagittarius. With the Seven of Swords, I don't know. I feel like, let me ask, and then if that comes up, oops, I put this card in here by accident. If that comes up, um, we'll talk about it. But I feel like you don't really trust this person, Sagittarius. Some of you, I feel like you may not trust yourselves, and you're projecting it onto other people, or you run into similar people because of what the frequency you're putting out there. So it's like different person, same energy, or a different person, and the same thing happens, but it has more to do with you than them. That's what that feels like. But what is your feelings for them? We have the Queen of Cups. What are your intentions? The King of Pentacles. What are your actions? The Magician and the Fool. You want to have a new beginning. Some of you love or have deep emotions for this person. You may be viewing this person as very sweet, loving. Um, you definitely want to invest. This King of Pentacles, you want to put your time, your energy, your resources. You're super passionate about them. You're trying to manifest a new beginning. Let's take a risk. Let's take a leap of faith. Um, let's get deeper in some way with that. What is the conflict? The conflict is someone here, it feels like it's either too much work to do this. Someone here wants to remain single, or they want to focus on their money, their finances. It feels like it's a flirty, fun thing, but it doesn't feel like anything is coming out of it. Again, with the Six of Wands, you may also be dealing with someone, and this is not for everyone. You may be also dealing with someone who, I will say, they may be a bit materialistic. They may feel like you can't measure up to a certain extent. I know it sounds like I'm bashing you, Sagittarius. That's not the intention. It's just the energy I'm feeling, and this is how it's coming off. But you have to understand, when I channel people, when I channel like the two perspectives, I can, the way I can feel it. And if this is how I'm feeling it, this is how I'm wording it. So if this is too much for you, I'm so sorry. I don't mean to hurt anyone's feelings, but this is what it's coming off as. The conflict is someone wants to remain single, or someone is a commitment phobe. Maybe they're just focused on money or financial things. Maybe they feel like you cannot really provide to them how they want. Maybe for them, um, they're too focused on themselves. And like I said before, they're trying to prosper, or they're trying to evolve in some way, and you can't come with them. Um, how do they view you, Sagittarius? They view you as a burden. They view you as someone who has a lot going on. You may have a lot of debt. That's not for everyone. Or there's just too much. You may have too much on your plate, or maybe the situation with you has turned into a burden. They see something that it feels like at one point they didn't really see it for what it was, but now they do. Um, I feel like Sagittarius, this is someone who wishes you well. They wish you love. They wish you light. But you add what? Oh my god. It's a firework. That's scary. I don't know if this, you could hear it on the mic. Ooh, that scared me. Okay, and that is relevant. Some of you are dealing with someone who could be kind of scared of you, or scared of your reaction. This is not for everyone, but I feel like they may feel like why you react, or why you have these outbursts, because some of you may have outbursts with this person. They feel you have this because there's something you haven't really dealt with, or you haven't really analyzed, and they don't want to put up with it. They don't want to put up with your demons, whatever it is, that whatever, like this toxic, I will say, this toxic energy. That's why this is someone who's wishing you light. This is someone who's wishing you love, but you cannot come with them. What is let's get, what is the tea? Sagittarius, what do we need to know? Sagittarius, cock blocking, want you back. Yeah, I do definitely feel, I picked up on Sagittarius. This is someone who is waiting for you. Well, whoever the energy I'm picking up, I think it's Sagittarius, but um, this is someone who wants you back. But we have cock blocking here. I'm also getting, for some of you, take it, I don't know who's who, but this person may have put you on a friend level, or what is it called when you put someone on a um the friend zone. They may have friend zoned you. So if they do reach out, they do talk to you, it's very friendly. Or if they do invite you to come out, it's always going to be with friends. It's never going to just be you and this person. Let me get, how would you know it's them? Sagittarius, how would you know it's them? This is just going to be confirmation for a few. This is not for everyone. Practitioner. So this could go different ways. This could be someone who's a nurse practitioner, maybe some type of medical degree. This could also be like things that are like taboo, even tarot, or um, I'm getting like a cultural thing here. This always makes me think of like Zumba, or um, not Zumba. What is it when like they get into those costumes in South America, and they all like something about South America here. Someone may be from South America or Spanish, but I'm getting like what is it, like it's carnival or something. I'm getting that, like a dancer. Exaggerated features. You can just look here. There's something very ostentatious about someone here. The way they do their makeup, the way they speak, how they dress, the colors that they wear, very fancy, or very like someone like they flaunt their stuff. And by flaunt, it's like, they like whatever, the clothes or their body. It's like, but it's not a bad thing. I'm also getting skin condition. Someone may have some type of skin condition here, maybe in the back, maybe something about patches. Um, and very young. There could be a huge age difference. I'm also getting, and this sounds terrible, but I'm getting someone maybe more into like younger. I don't know. I'm kind of getting younger females. Like a little too. I mean, this is more opinion than tarot, but I'm getting like a very young vibe. Like you may be like 10, 15, 20 years older. There could be like an attraction to that, or it could even be younger, as in like mentality wise. And we also have black clothing. I don't know what I'm getting with this black. It's also making me think of like a funeral or like mourning the loss of someone, but not necessarily, not like physically, but just like something's ended. That's what I'm getting. I'm getting with that. All right, if you are in absolutely no communication, finding myself. Oh, that is what I was picking up on. It was time I went within to find myself again. I need to figure out what I want out of life. I need space. That is definitely what I'm getting with that energy from the beginning. That's what I was feeling. Um, all right, let me get. I feel like Sagittarius, we should do an advice for you, or like what you need to hear. What does Sagittarius need to hear? What is their advice? I feel like I was just so mean to this sign, but I didn't mean to be. Um, it's just what how it was. I was feeling it. Be proud of yourself. A lot of you have come a long way. You've done a lot. um Look more at the good and not, don't focus on the negative. That's how you will attract. Oh gosh, the cards went flying. All right, hold on. Okay, so we have be humble, we have reflecting, someone here, meditation, yoga. This could also be that other energy, because this is a whole different, this came out from my other deck flying, so I'm gonna assume we needed to see this. Kissing ass, someone here may be um interesting, because I feel like that first energy is completely blocked off, and then someone here is buying things for the other person, um trying to get back. I mean, and someone here could have just done something that you can't really fix. You can't really, the damage is done. And I feel like your person is also, or like that first energy I was picking, they're also done. And we have something about go deeper. Someone here maybe, this just makes me feel like there's there's something about having to go within. And I'm getting that strongly just by seeing, just like your person or that first person, they're going within, they're working on themselves, they're trying to be better or prosper in some way. Someone here needs to do the same thing. I think it's the Sagittarius, but just take it how it resonates. All right. Did I get the, oh yeah, I already got the other card. Someone here, it could be very forgetful. I don't know why I have to keep like looking for like the cards, or like I feel like I'm forgetting a lot. I don't know if someone here does a certain, they take certain medications, or maybe this is related to drugs, but I feel like I'm feeling very clumsy, and I feel like I keep um forgetting what I'm about to say or what I'm about to do. But anyways, okay, I wish you love and light. Thank you for watching.